I don't like being around kids because I don't like kids.
Are you upset at all that you're not with Bernard?
I don't care. I could care less about him.
And you had a sexual relationship with him?
Yes.
I never heard of him touching him. My son ain't never told me.
I'm not gonna lie about that.
You better not run off this stage.
I don't like being around kids because I don't like kids.
Are you upset at all that you're not with Bernard?
I don't care. I could care less about him.
And you had a sexual relationship with him?
Yes.
You went to go make the police report, and the police said, "Get the hell out of here."
Yeah.
And you said, "I want to report a child
Yeah.
being molested."
I had the boys.
Have you ever been arrested?
Yeah.
You ever been arrested for drugs or?
No. No, I don't sell
Trespassing?
drugs. I don't have nothing to do with drugs.
Okay, I'm just curious. Do you do drugs?
I smoke weed. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Anything else?
No. Why you ask that? And I'm just,
Because I find the way you talk unusual.
Right.
I find some of your reactions to the story that we're talking about.
I'm
you're
not a-
you're
I'm not-
laughing
let me-
about
let
a
me-
story
let me explain-
where
let
you
me
saw
explain
a
something to you.
child. You
Let me explain
listen,
something.
Let me finish. You asked me a question. I want to explain myself. Most people come on here that talk about witnessing a child being sexually assaulted don't find a lot of humor in the story.
No, I don't find no
laugh.
humor in it.
Well, you've been laughing several times
I
since
don't
you've been
find no
on
humor in
stage.
it. You want to know something? If I found humor in it, I wouldn't have ran down in that basement and I wouldn't have whooped Bernard's ass about what he was doing.
Right.
I didn't find that funny at all.
Okay. Do you have any history of mental health?
No. Only a learning
Yes or no?
disability. Only a learning disability. I was in special ed, when I was
Well, I'm
in
not concerned
school.
about that, but you don't suffer from things and take
No.
any kind of psychotic drugs?
No.
Or? Okay. All right. So now you know that they're here and that they believe that you're making this story
Right, I
completely
know
up.
that they do.
All right.
I know that they do, but my thing is, why would I call this man, this child's father? I never met a day in my life and tell him something like this. I wouldn't lie to his dad.
Right.
I wouldn't lie to nobody about something like
But no
that.
police officer in the city of Detroit would take
No.
this.
They could care less.
Yeah. See, I do have a problem with that because we've done a lot of shows with the Detroit police, and I find them, a lot of the police officers in Detroit very professional, very aggressive with
Can I tell
trying
you
to
this right here?
solve crime.
Why would not why would not CPS get involved
Right,
when
and
that
they're not
pencil went
police
down
officers,
his throat?
and they're not police officers.
Right. Why would they not get involved when that pencil went down his throat?
Are you upset at all that you're not with Bernard?
I don't care. I could care less about him.
Okay.
I'm not doing
And
this
you
for him.
had a sexual relationship with him.
Yes, but I could care less about that.
Any chance you're trying to get back at them?
No.
Trying to get back at Bernard?
No.
Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do, Marlon, I'm going to, because this is such a volatile story, I want to ask you to leave the stage. I'm going to talk to them, and then we'll bring you back out, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, let's meet Bernard. How you doing, Bernard?
Fine.
Well, it was stand up. We'll do talking, standing up. Marlon is here, and he states that you guys were lovers.
Never.
Boyfriend. Oh, so you weren't.
Never lovers, never dated, never. Nothing like that.
Okay. So I'll just say he says that you guys were lovers. He's over at somebody's house with your nephew. The nephew's playing a game on a phone. Walks down into the basement. He gets suspicious that the nephew went down the basement, and he says that you're standing in a robe, full frontal nudity, forcing your nephew to perform oral sex on you.
For one, that never happened. For two, I'm never alone with any kids or anybody by myself unless I'm at my own house.
Why is that?
I'm not allowed. I don't like being around kids because I don't like kids.
All right, but it's
I
not
don't
a rule.
babysit. I don't.
It's
I don't
not
do
like
none
a
of
court
that.
order, right? Like you're
No,
not-
it's not like a court order. I just don't like being around kids.
Okay,
Period.
that's fine.
But I don't understand, like, why is he just making up these allegations?
you're
I
saying-
really think he's obsessed with me.
So he said after that he witnessed this that he beat you up.
Never.
And you know what's funny? I believe that he did not beat you up.
I'm just, I don't believe that nothing he's saying. I never did.
You never were with Marlon?
Never was with him.
Was he at the house on this
I
particular
don't even
day?
remember when he was at the house. I'm like,
How do you know Marlon?
I met him through which he got into an altercation with him because of his mouth, and they had a little physical fight, and he started hanging with my mother, and after he started hanging with my mother and stuff like that, I ended up getting into it with him.
Why did you get into it
We
with
was
him?
driving one day coming from a bar, and he was intoxicated, but he was in the passenger seat. And it was his car that I was driving. I had two of my friends that was in the back seat, one have kids, and the other one was her sister. And we driving, and he's throwing the car in park as we driving.
Oh,
So,
while you're driving.
while
he's-
I'm driving,
Right.
he's throwing the car in park. So after we pulled up to my mama's house, I dropped my friends off, I smacked the of them. Because you're putting my life in danger and my
Sure.
friends, and
It's
she
da-
have
it's
kids.
dangerous.
So after that, I have not seen him ever since I smacked
long
the
was
of him.
that?
This was like last year,
You haven't seen him in over a year?
over a year.